Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Isiama, about the recent controversy surrounding the mobile money interoperability policy that was recently launched. He's addressing some of the key questions, mainly how much it was meant to cost under the previous administration and the controversy that has ensued since then. I understand we have the feedback. Let's listen in.
It's not clear to me that the technical, aspects of what is being done are the same. It's not clear to me at this point. So I think it's needless. That whole argument at this point is needless. More so, bear in mind that the so-called 4.6 for which, a selective tendering was conducted, etc., did not, there was nothing on us that we're going to spend any such money. What it was that the investor had projected that over a period of 15 years, it's not as though from day one they were going to spend $1 billion. They are saying that over a period of 15 years, and by which time we would have delivered the entire scope as in the RFP, we expect to have spent that amount of money. Now, what we said again in the RFP was that the pricing or in terms of the charges to consumers are the ways they are going to have to recover their investment. And for us, within the period of 15 years, it is their job to have recouped their investment. Now, mind you, it's difficult to do such a projection. Why? Because you cannot tell the volume of transactions. I mean, how can I tell next week how many people are going to use mobile money, let alone over the next 15 years? So it was actually a risky, undertaking on the part of the investor. However, they said, fine, in about 15 years' time, we expect to have spent so much. All that we were interested in there was that whatever system you build, even if it costs you so much, the charges that consumers will pay shouldn't be more than they are paying currently. Remember, currently, if you send 100 cedis, how much do they deduct? 1 cedi. Is it 1 cedi or 10 cedis? 1 cedi. And so our concern was that by the time you finished your installations and everything, they should be paying less than 1 cedi. So the cost should actually go down. You understand me? And I think that is the more important thing to you, isn't it? If they claim they are using 10 billion, and you are sure that whatever it is, if I'm sending money tomorrow, 100 cedis, they'll deduct 50p,
So one of the key things that needs to be settled is how much it was meant to cost us as originally budgeted for by the previous administration, and how much it cost us now that it's been rolled out by this current administration. That has been the key bone of contention. In the past, we have been told that it was originally meant to cost us 4.6 billion, but the current government managed to do it for far less. But as we've already seen the bits of what he had said, that is a key subject of controversy. We can go back and listen to Dr. Isiama.
If there was any issue at all, when the new administration came in, all that you had to do was to play ball. All that you had to do is to sit down with the other party and express your concerns to try and reach some solution. If I remember, we attempted something initially. I actually attempted something initially. I asked my staff, the technical staff that were working on it, I asked them to contact SIPTON, look at it again, let's see how best, whether there was any room for some little changes, etc. And they actually started work on that. But immediately, we got the orders to stop work. So for me, that was it. The central bank could deal with whatever issue within its domain. And we should avoid this trap of everything descending into the arena of politics, etc. I hope I answered your question. Okay.
On that question, just to follow up.
Joy.
For many, since morning and over the weekend when the discussion has been ongoing, is that when the VP launched the project, he mentioned that it's in different phases.
Yes.
And the understanding is that it's costing about around $4 million. And the concern is that, I mean, if we don't get a sense of it being any different from what was being done, that was pegged at 4.6 billion.
Mm-hmm.
So claim went through the entire process, nothing went wrong.
Mm-hmm.
The concern is how come we still arrive at that figure? From what you've heard so far, how do you think it's even possible for the figure to come down? I'm not a technical person, but from the face value, I clearly see it as being a bit of a huge gap that simply beats one's mind.
What I'm saying to you is that, yes, they are saying that, and again, there is the tendency, don't pull it into that arena. Is that okay? We are talking as technical people. The scope of work, you know, I read somewhere that this is just phase one. And I want to assume that the $4 million is over the entire phase of work. Is that it? Yes. But I haven't seen it in print. For example, one aspect of the original contract was that there was going to be a monitoring mechanism for the central bank, that sitting in that building, I'm able to get the flows. That is the only way we can be sure of the integrity of the system. Now, this solution, does it have that? I don't know. So unless you show me that whole detail, the cost of operation, all right, over time, for me to be able to compare specifically, all right, I cannot make any definite, all right. So that's why I'm saying, let's leave it as that. Sometimes there are all these talks. Let's not turn the whole, you know, country's attention into this. It's needless. At this stage, it's very difficult to draw that strong conclusion.
And I must apologize for the consistent break in transmission there. We're trying to fix that. Once that is underway, we'll rejoin the conversation. A few important questions have emerged. And as we just heard the former governor of the Bank of Ghana say, Dr. Asiama, he hasn't got the details of what the current administration launched. We know is the first phase of an entire rollout as far as mobile money interoperability is concerned. But at the base of that is the differentials in cost. Once he knows the details, as he's explained, then he can assert whether what they had intended to roll out, which was originally meant to cost 4.6 billion, is the same as what has been rolled out today. But one of the things that he's already stated is that what they had planned to roll out is fundamentally different from what the government had rolled out, and that may be accounting for the cost differentials. Let's rejoin the feed.
Them say 15 years, and then they would have spent so much that time. That is all right. Now, remember, this transaction began just about 6 months to the elections, just 6 months, and then a new government came. So everything was still in the initial stages. And what I'm saying is, we still had the opportunity to sit down
Unfortunately, we can't continue with the live broadcast for obvious reasons. The technical challenges, the feed keeps cutting. But you can stay with us for subsequent bulletins. The pulse coming up at 3 p.m. with Gifty Ando-Apia will bring you the full briefing as far as the press conference is concerned. It's a fundamentally important subject to discuss because it affects millions of you out there. Once you have a mobile money account, this is pretty much very important to you. What does this mean? You'll be able to transfer mobile money that you have on your mobile wallet, not only between your account and some other account on the same mobile operator, but you can transfer from one mobile operator to the other operator seamlessly. But most importantly, the banks are also on the same platform, and you can move money from your bank account to mobile money account, from mobile money account to a bank account. That sort of transaction is what this makes possible, and that is why we are hammering it down to the very late nitty-gritty as far as this rollout is concerned. We want to join us on the pulse. We'll get you the full briefing from that press conference. My colleague Joseph Akable is there for us. You trust you can miss anything as far as that is concerned, although the feed currently isn't helping us. But if you join us on the pulse, details, we'll have it for you. Join Gifty at 3 p.m. Right now, we'll have the very latest from the world of sports for you. Stay with us here on the Joy News channel.